Okay, welcome back, and in this video we're going to install the switch. This is the switch you've been seeing me use when I was setting up the receiver and all that, and it's a real good switch. And on the other side of the cabin here, there's a hole in the cabin already made to accept this switch. However, that hole is sitting right in front of the throttle servo, and if I use this, the wires are going to get in the way of the throttle servo. That's not a good idea. So I'm not going to use that switch. What I am going to use is a switch that looks like this. Nice big switch. Okay, only has 2 wires, and I'll show you why in a minute. But this switch comes from JR, meaning Horizon Hobby, and it's called a JR charge switch. Okay, and what it is this goes to the battery, and I've already labeled it that it goes to the battery. And right here there's a little door. When you pop it open, you can put your charge plug so you can charge the battery without taking it out. And then the other wire goes to the receiver. Okay, so it's nice that you can both test the battery and charge the battery without removing it with this switch. And obviously this is the off position, that's the on position, so it's going to go in that way so that the off is to the front and the on is to the back. Tradition more than anything, but that's the way it works. And fortunately it fits perfectly in the hole on this side. So there were 2 holes. I decided to use this side because it won't interfere with the servo over there. And so that's what we're going to do. So in order to use this, pretty simple. Put the I cut that out with a X-Acto knife, straightforward. Figured you could figure out how to do that. And so then we're going to put this in here, and it's a very perfect fit. I don't know why, but it fits exactly where how it goes. Okay, so the hole for the screws are you got 2 kinds. You got this is a 2mm Phillips head bolt with a small 2mm nut on the bottom side, and it reaches through. Or so there's 2 of those. Or you can use these wood screws, which is again a Phillips with a wood screw. Now I don't know which is better. I'm going to use the one with the nut on it. Both go through well. If the other one was going to have a sharp point there, but the size of this is 2mm or 5/64. Drill bit will drill the pilot hole, and so I'm going to start by taking my 1mm and poking through the covering, and okay, there we go. And you're drilling through plywood essentially. This is really tough grade plywood right there. And then I'm going to take my 5/64 drill bit and by hand just drill that out. And that looks pretty good. Okay. Then I'm going to take the screw, and with my pair of tweezers here and a size 0 Phillips, I'm going to put that through there and twist it on in. Okay, it slid in, which is good. That's what I wanted it to. You don't really want it to create threads there because you got threads in a nice nut here. So now what I'm going to do is very carefully, I'm going to try to hold this nut with my pair of tweezers. And see if I can get this to start. Got to get it right on the end of the tweezers here. Yeah, I knew this was going to be a problem, but that's okay. Patience, patience, he says. Gotta get my hands in the right spot here. There we go. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna stop the camera a minute. After 4 tries, maybe I'll figure out a better way to do it. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so what I found was this little screw with a little nut on it is very difficult to get in there. So don't bother. You're going through a nice piece of thick plywood and use the wood screws. Wood screws work great. One word of caution though, make sure that the thing is centered back and forth so that the wood screws are going in an equal amount of plywood on either side. But that worked a whole lot better than the other ones. And so that's ready to go, and thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.